It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Dolphins under the lights on Thursday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Holmes has got it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Here now, 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Clark. Down the left sideline. And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in range. Territory at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. In motion left goes a tight end.
Delay of game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks. 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Porter. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Porter over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. 3rd down and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Porter. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's brought down, getting this one up. The 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run right here with Brooks. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. They'll look to throw now on first down. Able to find Gray here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Looking to throw. Porter. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Holiday. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go. Holiday. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Holiday. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. This is 2nd and 8. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now 2nd and 5. look to throw. Porter. This is complete to Holmes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Miami's offense set and ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 23. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Operating from the gun. Porter. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the gun on 3rd down. Porter working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. In motion, the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
To the sideline and incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's brought down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game. Situation arose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Throwing to start the drive. Porter got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Porter. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Off play action. Porter. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. That time multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a give to Brooks running right. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. to throw. Porter. That's pulled in by Brooks. Shifts by him. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop indeed not a good. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. It's a gain of 35.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost, and number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Holiday. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. Give them 11 yards and time and a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Holiday. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game. Playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Looking to throw. Porter running the slant. Gray with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Miami set to take over. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead them to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Holmes has got it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Running the toss to Brooks here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Delay of game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, they usually come...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2nd and 13. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This caught. Reception by Holmes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw. Porter. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
He finds his man, complete. That's Holmes. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be caught at the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
That was the most fucking obvious game I've ever played where the AI was absolutely going to win that game no matter fucking what. The run to where my routes end. I call a timeout there. They don't do that to the computer. Of course, mine, for some reason, all my fucking shit disappears.
The ball, what happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Las Vegas, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.